Hey everyone, welcome to my new YouTube channel, RawZestyLauren. I'm gonna do some cool intros soon. But I just wanted to hop on here and make a video I've been wanting to make for a while about this portable steam sauna from Amazon. It was $106 and it's the best health investment I've ever made. I've been posting a lot of Instagram stories with it and been getting a lot of questions, so I thought I would just do a frequently asked questions video, my routine, some best practices, and the benefits I've seen. And so let's get started. So I've been using this for 8 months now, every single day, basically, and it's helped me so much, my life, my health, everything. And I got this one, a steam one, over an infrared because I don't actually recommend infrareds. With an infrared, you get some dose of radiation, so it's kind of like you're sitting in a microwave. Nobody wants to sit in a microwave. And the steam one is perfect because it's just water and steam, and you sweat a lot more also, I find, than an infrared. So if you want to come over here, I'll show you. I have it started and ready. You can see the steam coming off. I'm going to open it up. You're going to see how much power this $106 Amazon steam sauna has. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. It's hot, it's steamy, it gets you sweating, and it gets you healing. So I'm going to kind of show you, I'm going to backtrack and show you how to take it apart and what I do kind of to get started on the day with it. So this is when it's already started. What would happen is if it was already started, I would open it and I would come sit on the ground over here. And as you see, I have a towel down here. I would recommend sitting on a towel. I found that the best. You just fold a towel in half and put it down. And you want to make sure that this steam part down here that's emitting the steam, it's horizontal so that the right is pointing to the right and the left side's all the way to the left. If it's a little bit cockeyed, you'll get burned by the steam. So I highly recommend to make sure that that's horizontal when you'll be sitting on the floor. You can also sit in a chair, which is, I'll show you, you can put this chair in also. I got it from Amazon as well. I don't usually sit in it. Maybe some days when I don't feel like I can handle the heat a lot, I'll put it in, and your head will actually pop up here. So you'll put the chair in there, and your head will be out over here. But I like to sit on the floor. I like to drain my head, my face, my neck, get that all sweating. So what happens when you're done basically is I come over here, I pop back out, and you're going to want to, it's on a 60-minute timer, so you're just going to want to turn the dial off all the way. Oh, that's opposite way. No, that's opposite way. Turn off and it will turn off. You'll see it'll switch from there to there. And then you're going to want to take it out of the hole over here. So I just put it in a mason jar, and be careful when you're taking it out because it's hot. But you got to pull it out and just plop it into somewhere. If you have hardwood floors, not a big deal, but you don't want it to like soak into the carpet. So you do that, and then you unplug, and then I unplug it here. So what's cool about this steam part is, you want to do a close-up here? You just put the water in there. You want to make sure you're using clean filtered water, or else it's not good. And so what's cool in here, you could actually put essential oils. So eucalyptus is amazing to put in there. It just opens up your sinuses, gets the mucus flowing in and out, helps your chest breathe. This is just a breathing mix I have by Uncle Harry's. You can use anything though. I would really recommend eucalyptus. So yeah, so you just close that up. And a really next important part to make your steam sauna last long is this next part of it. So when you're done, when it's done, you want to unplug it, move it to the side. And then I take the towel that I was sitting on, I fold it the opposite way, and then I just come in here and I just clean. Very simply like this. On the side, it's going to be soaking wet. You're just going to clean it. And then you're going to hang this to dry. So I just put this back on the chair. And I flip it on its side. This is the most important part because I lost my first sauna to molding on the bottom because it got wet and it stood there. So you want to make sure to flip it on its side away from where it was. I would also recommend, which I haven't done already, but to get like to put a, what's it called? Just a big towel under it to absorb any water. But you see, this side will get wet if you don't put it on its side. So just put it on its side when you're done until your next sauna. Another thing that I do as a routine would be the dry brush. It's called skin brushing, and you just get a dry bristled brush, and while you're waiting for it to heat up, you turn the dial. It's going to take anywhere from 7 to 10, 15 minutes to warm up and start the steam action that you saw, depending on how much water you put in. And I put in the essential oil after it's already steaming and bubbling. So while I'm waiting that 10 minutes, I'll actually dry brush, and what that does is it opens up your pores to help you sweat more. So that's another tip that I do, and it's really, really, really important to sweat as much as you can because our skin is our third kidney. So if we're not eliminating from here, then a lot of acids get trapped inside, and when our kidneys aren't filtering, it goes to our skin. If our skin won't eliminate it, then it's just this whole big process, which I'll get into another video about kidney filtration, why it's so important. But all we need to know is that our skin is the largest eliminating organ, and it needs to eliminate daily because all of our cells, they eat and they go to the bathroom just like us. But there's 100 trillion, give or take, of them inside of us. So what else did I want to tell you? I wrote down what I wanted to talk about so I wouldn't forget. We talked about the sauna, how to take it down, putting it on its side. Alright, so that's my routine basically. I go in, I go in for about 15 to 22 minutes right now. It just depends on how long I can last that I use it. Sometimes I'll open it up to breathe a little bit. Other times I'll just stay in as long as I can. I like to put a timer on the top here because I can check to see how it's going and how long I'm going in there for. And then another thing I also bring into the sauna are two rags or two towels, shmatas, that's Yiddish. One to wipe my face off. Any dead skin is going to come right off, it's going to wipe right off. And then another one to blow your nose because, I mean, at least for me, excuse me, my nose is just like mucusing. And I tried to bring a paper towel in, but it just disintegrated from the steam. So that's my other tip, is to bring in something to blow your nose and something for your face. Sometimes I bring in an exfoliating mitt also to get a bunch of dry skin off, and that's really helpful. What else? The essential oils, etc. Yeah, and so some of the benefits that I've seen, for me personally, it completely healed my dandruff within 2 to 3 months. I've had dandruff and gunk in my hair forever, since I was born basically. And I tried all the shampoos and this and that, and nothing ever worked. And 2 months of doing this religiously, once a day, sometimes twice a day, completely cleared it. And what dandruff is just lymphatic stagnation anyway. So using this, I was able to get out a lot of those toxins that were stuck in this area, which is another reason why I sit on the floor, because you want to drain from the head down. There are ones, by the way, with a plastic head cover, but I've actually tried it, and I didn't like it because I felt like I was breathing in plastic. I do have other people and fellow detoxers and healers who like it, and that's awesome, so that's also another option. But I will link this one below because I've tried a few other ones after my first one molded, and this one, I came back to this one because it's my favorite. Like I said, $106, you really can't beat this. I mean, it's amazing. And so, it healed my dandruff. I had started getting really bad rashes, kind of like lupus-esque rashes on my face. Ever since I started that, not one. I haven't had one since. It's really, really great for acne and skin conditions. And just beware, if you do have acne, you might start breaking out a little bit more at first because a lot of acne is subcutaneous, so it's like right under the skin, and this will draw it out. So just keep going, staying consistent, and that will clear up. I mean, this all cleared up also along with a raw vegan diet, 90% fruit. So, I mean, it's a combination, but regardless of where you are in your health and your life, your well-being, this is amazing. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it, honestly. What else? So dead skin wipes away. And on the days, so I'm successfully reversing a lot of chronic and autoimmune conditions like lupus, fibromyalgia, Lyme, chronic fatigue, thyroid stuff, gut stuff, I mean, you name it. I've been suffering my whole life from it, and this has been a godsend for me because on the days that I really don't feel well, since I'm going through a detox now, when I go in here for 15 minutes, I feel like a toxic load is taken away from my body and I can breathe again. I mean, I feel like a normal person, and I cannot emphasize enough how much it helps me feel better every single day. It makes me feel lighter. It gives me more energy. I have so much energy afterwards. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I could really talk about it forever. And also, a really big thing is it warms me up from the inside out. So if you're in the cold weather right now, which I am, I'm freezing, got my leg warmers, my hat, this is so good. Like, you wake up in the morning freezing. I mean, you just go in here and you warm up from the inside out, and you're just good for the rest of the day. I mean, it's just amazing. It just heats you up when you're freezing. So those are the personal benefits for me so far. But in general, this is one of the most crucial things for all human beings, I believe, because like I said, our skin is our largest eliminative organ. Our cells are constantly creating waste. If our kidneys aren't filtering, which I said I'll do another video on it, our skin takes the burden. But when our skin is trapped and it's not sweating, because we don't have time, we're not working out, we have to go somewhere else to a sauna, so it's inconvenient, then we just create more acids inside of our body. And it's 100, in my opinion, in my experience, this is 100% necessary if you're dealing with any type of symptom, syndrome, condition, any type of pain, inflammation, because any type of pain or inflammation or symptom is a sign that there's acids in the body. And this is a way to easily get it out on a daily basis. Having this in your house, you don't have an excuse not to go in it. For me, it's a non-negotiable. And for all the clients, all the people I work with, this is the number one thing I recommend, along with dietary changes. But I just love it so much. Yeah, like I said, yeah, so if we're in pain, we're hoarding acids and we're not getting rid of them. So this will get rid of them in a super easy way. What else can I tell you? Those are basically it. So make sure to sit on the bottom if you want to drain your face. You can use essential oils in the steamer. You can skin brush to get more sweating going. Wipe it down. Oh, every couple times, get some natural cleaner to wipe it down just to keep it fresh, you know, so fresh and so clean. And I'll link a couple ones that I like. I like Dr. Bonner's, and I like to use like a lemon essential oil or something and just do a quick wipe through. Please make sure to put your sauna on its side so it doesn't mold. Bring in a couple towels, one to wipe your face off and another to wipe to blow your nose in. Use a timer if you want it, but I mean, I just cannot emphasize enough how important this is for humankind. And I feel like I'm a broken record, but it's just because it's so simple, it's so easy, it takes 10 minutes to put together, and it can really, really change your life. And it's not toxic, it's a steam, it's not infrared, so make sure to get the steam one along with everything else that I've said. So I'm pretty sure that's it. I wrote everything down. So if you have any other questions, you can write them down below. I'll put my Instagram down below also so you can follow my journey, my healing journey. I want to do a lot more videos, so let me know what you want about health, healing, detox, nutrition, spirituality, recipes, you name it, and I want to start doing them for you guys. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, go check out the links to the sauna, the chair, and get your sweat on. And I'm really excited for you. And let me know how you like it. So yeah, stay zesty. See you guys soon.